Okay guys, good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are in the world, whether that's close to me in Javier, Spain or somewhere else, far and away. Today we're going to be flowing through a Vinyasa practice. So as always, be gentle. Listen to the body, listen to how it feels, listen to what it needs. I like to describe it as Vinyasa All Access, but if you do have any injuries or anything at all you're dealing with physically and medically at the moment, please do be cautious and be careful. I always recommend to seek advice from a medical professional if you are unsure of anything. And other than that, I am so ready to flow today. So from where you are right now, just come down onto the ground, crossing the legs over in Sukhasana, or finding another seated posture that is best for you in this moment. We're going to close our eyes, resting the hands where it feels comfortable for you as we bring length into the spine. We feel this sits bones down into the ground, and we want to lift or reach the crown of the head upwards towards the sky. The shoulders relax down away from the ears. And we just start to tune into how the body feels, where we may be holding on to tension this morning, breathing into those tight spaces. Drawing our attention inwards towards the breath, the sound, the rhythm. And those thoughts are going to flow in and out today. Maybe some emotions are going to bubble up. And this will be part of the practice, part of the process. Through conscious breath and mindful movement this morning, we feel, we process, and we deal. Visualizing that breath flowing between each vertebrae. And for a moment, just bringing your attention to the face. Relaxing that little space in between the eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw, lips are soft. And let's place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And feeling the movement, the rise and fall of the belly and chest with every inhalation and exhalation. Listening to that conversation within the body from front to back, upper to lower, side to side. This is your time and your space now to be. I know it's much easier said than done. Often throughout the practice, the mind wanders off the mat, out the space, into all the distractions, daily distractions, relationships, responsibilities, family responsibilities, professional responsibilities, partnerships, kids. The mind can wander off into those emails, those texts, those unwanted or needed conversations. And each time that happens, again and again and again, return to the breath. Allow it to be your mantra for your practice this morning. And as we do that, this practice becomes a full embodied experience. It's more than just movement. movement. Through that conscious breath, it becomes mindful, becomes powerful, transformational. So from here, let's just take one deep breath in. And we can release the hands, just resting them onto the thighs, or even making a gentle claw around the knees. And then bringing the right ear down towards the right shoulder as we feel that release through the left side of the neck. And bringing the head back up to centre on the inhale. Over to the left on the exhale. Bringing the head back up to centre. You can open up the eyes if they're closed, just for a moment. We're going to interlace the fingers, hands and palms facing the heart. And we're going to stretch out the arms as we do this, making that claw-like action with the fingers. And you feel the shoulder blades drifting away from each other as you gently pull away from the opposite hand. And that chin can ever so gently moving towards the chest. And let's take the arms up and over the head, shoulders down, arms lengthened, turning the palms round so they're facing up. And let's have a little stretch over to that right side. Coming back up, over to the left. And coming back up. From here, taking the palms to the back of the head, draw those elbows in and then relax the chin down to the chest, really allowing gravity to take over here, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. Continue to sit tall. Good, slowly lifting the chin. Let's take the arms back up and over, palms over the head. Stretch out those fingers one more time. Release the hands, few circles with the wrists. Getting ready for all that's to come our way. Good, bringing the hands down onto the ground. Let's start to slide them forward as we round the spine, relaxing the head all the way down. Creeping those fingertips towards the top of the mat, bringing that length into the spine. Roll those shoulders back, feel the chest open. You can even reach up onto those fingertips so the palms lift up away from the mat. When you've creeped those fingertips as far forward as you think you can, start to lift those hips up, transfer the weight forward, roll over those knees, tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Let's curl the toes under, sit back on the heels, big toe stretch. You can stay right here or you can walk the hands in. You can rest them on top of the thighs if that feels good to lift the torso, lengthen the spine, chest opens. And if you wish, you can join the palms together, resting the thumbs to the third eye, the chin tilts upwards. Deep breath in. On the exhale, tabletop, untuck those toes, inhale through cow. Exhale, cat, round that spine. Relax the head down, draw the navel in. Inhale through cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. From here, bring the spine back to neutral. Sit back into the heels, child's pose. Melting the chest and heart into the thighs, relaxing the forehead down. Inhale through cow once again. Exhale, balasana. Inhale, cow. Really wriggling through that spine. Chin is the last thing to lift. And we just hit that cow before we melt back through into child's pose. Last time, inhale, cow. From here, curl the toes under. Lift the knees up off the ground. Downward facing dog. Once you get there, having a little walk. The pedal of those feet. Just tuning into how that back body feels this morning. Maybe you're tight in the hamstrings. Maybe you're really feeling it in the back of the knees or the calves. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Hips rise, ankles melt down. Pelvic floor is zipped up tight. The belly is drawn in. And coming into giant pranayama, in and out through that nose with every breath. Good. From here, we're going to float the right leg all the way up into the air on the inhale. Ekupara Adho. And on the exhale, we make a big step through, really rolling over onto the ball of that left foot. As you bring that right thigh into belly, knee into the chest, and step that foot through into a low lunge. I'm going to place that left knee down onto the ground and tuck the toes, walking the right hand to the inside of that right foot. And let's start to crawl those forearms down. Maybe they reach the mat, maybe not, using whatever props you have brought with you into your practice space this morning. If you want to here, just enjoy a nice stretch before we move into our Surya Namaskar. If you wish here, you can rest the right hand onto the thigh and then start to have a little twist over that right shoulder. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bend that left knee and gently hold onto the left foot with the right hand so you receive a really deep stretch through the hip and thigh on that left leg. Good, releasing the foot, bring the hand back down, half splits, let's stretch out that right hamstring a little bit deeper, bringing as much length into the spine as you can here. Really thinking about the back of that knee pressing into the ground. Good, from here coming back into the lunge, curling the left toe under, lift that left knee up off the ground, just step straight back into downward facing dog. When we get there, having a little pedal, the walk of those feet, and when you're ready, sinking the heels back down, checking that head is nice and loose, making that gentle yes and no action just to check the head is hanging where it should be. Just feeling that flow of blood to the brain. Getting the blood circulation going, heart pumping, heat rising. From here we're going to float the right leg, left leg all the way up into the air. Exhale that big controlled step through Left foot top of the mat. Resting that right knee down. Getting as low as you wish in that lunge. Or feeling very different things here depending on what we've been up to throughout our days. Breathing deeply into resistance that we need. And really breathing freely, embracing and enjoying that blissful feeling when we really feel like we have space. From here, picking up that left hand, resting it onto the left knee into a twist to gaze over the shoulder. If you wish, you can bend that right knee and gently hold onto the right foot with the left hand. Good, and slowly releasing half splits. Breathing space between each vertebrae. Really thinking about the chest opening up here. Head stays in line with the shoulders. That left foot is flexed, toes point up to the sky. And gently pressing the back of the knee in towards the ground. Gently pulling the thigh up away from the knee, strengthening the knee joint. Good, coming back into that lunge, curling the right toes under, lift the knee, step back, downward facing dog. When you're ready, walk, hop, or float the feet top of the mat. Inhale, chest opens, flat back, heart lifts. Exhale, pulling the forehead back into the shins. Arms rise up, they open up wide as the palms meet over the head. Exhale through the forehead, the lips, come to the heart. Samasthiti mountain pose. Inhale, Surya Namaskar. Exhale, we dive to the ground, Uttanasana, forward fold. On the inhale, that half forward fold, shoulders to hip height, chest opens, chin lifts. Exhale, walk, hop or float the feet back, plank, with Chaturanga. Maybe hovering above the ground for a moment or two. Inhale, pulling over those toes. Cobra, our upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Five breaths here. Each time, going deeper into the pose, exploring space, exploring resistance, easing into it. From here, slowly walk, hop or float the feet top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forehead into those shins. On the inhale, arms rise up, Surya Namaskar. On the exhale, hands through to heart center. Keep going, inhale, Surya Namaskar. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Got a very naughty kitten this morning. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower in. Inhale, Cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lifting both heels up off the ground. So we have a nice stretch in the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, the hips rise up towards the sky, sexy dog. So you can have a little sway of the hips from side to side. Sitting into one hip, maybe the other. And then we're going to stretch out those legs, keeping the heels lifted. Sometimes this can feel quite challenging on the thighs. Again, bend those knees on the exhale, chest into thighs. You feel that length into the spine. Inhale, stretch those legs. Good, exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, stretch those legs. Good, lower the heels down. When you're ready, walk up or float the feet, top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sitting in on the scarf. Exhale, Samastahiti. Inhale, heart gently lifts. Exhale, that bow to the ground. Inhale, hamstrings start to feel that little bit more open. Exhale, walk, hop, or float the feet back, lower in. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, picking up the left hand, wrapping it around the right calf or ankle, and taking a peek through underneath that right armpit. A twisting down dog. Maybe the hand meets the shin, maybe a little bit higher, the thigh. Maybe the fingertips just meet the calf, wherever you are. There's no one right way. That left hand comes down, we pick up the right hand, we wrap it round. Good. The hand comes down, and from here, we're going to ripple through into plank pose. Cobra roll through that spine. Stay on the balls of the feet, and just lower the hips down, heart lift, so we could see quite a deep stretch in that lower back. And as we exhale, round that spine, draw that belly in, especially curling the upper back as the head relaxes down. Inhale into plank with the hips. Move down towards the ground. Arms lengthen, shoulders down. Exhale, we curl into plank. Draw that navel in. Weight stays on the balls of those feet. Last time, inhale, hips lower. Exhale, curl it in. And then continue to shift that weight back into the heels, downward facing dog. Good, when you're ready, walk, hop, or float the feet top of the mat. With control. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forehead in. Draw that navel in. Inhale, sitting namaskar, arms rise up. Exhale through Samastahiti. We're going to bend the knees, sit down on that chair. It might feel strapped tight on the calves to begin with, but we get that nice stretch through the calf, into the Achilles tendons, into the ankles. From here, if it feels good for you, stretch out the arms in line with the ears. Deep breath in on the inhale. And on the exhale, hands lower down to the ground. Uttanasana, stretch those legs. Half forward fold. Chest opens, chin lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, walk, half float the feet back, lower in, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to float that right leg all the way up into the air on the inhale. On the exhale into plank, we bring the right thigh into the belly, the knee to the chest. Float the leg back and up on the inhale once again. Exhale, thigh to belly, knee to chest. Last time, inhale, leg floats back and up. On the exhale, we're going to open up this right hip, bend the knee, take a peek through underneath the right armpit. Inhale, realign the hips, stretch that right leg. On the exhale into plank, big step through, right foot top of the mat. We're going to spin the left foot 45 degrees. And the arms rise up into warrior one on the inhale. Into the exhale, arms open up wide, hands behind the back. Clasp the palms together, draw those shoulder blades in on the inhale, heart lifts. On the exhale, we fold over that right thigh, taking the arms up and over behind the back, receiving that stretch across the chest, through the shoulders, along the arms. Slowly coming back up into warrior one, release the hands, arms rise up. Exhale, this time hands lower back down onto the ground. Inhale, lower the left knee down. Press those fingertips into the mat. Heart lifts, torso lifts. You have options here. Fingertips can rest down, palms can come together. Or if you wish, you can bring the arms down by your side as the heart lifts into a really nice free back bend here. Good, hands press into the ground, curling the left toes under, lift the knee. Let's float this right leg back, if it feels good for us, into a one-legged plank. So the foot can come down, remember even the knees can lower. If you want to go for it today, if you really want to fire things up, bringing that challenge, that extra challenge perhaps into the practice. Exhale, lower. Ekrupada Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through Cobra, up dog. Whatever feels good for the spine right now. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, left leg floats on the inhale. Exhale, left thigh to belly, knee to chest, into plank. Playful plank variation here. Inhale, leg floats back and up. Ekrupada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, thigh to belly, knee to chest. We go again on the inhale. Exhale. Inhale, leg floats back. Good, bending the knee, lift the hip up. Take that peek through underneath the left armpit. Stretching the leg, realigning the hips. Toe can be pointed or flexed. Exhale, big step through into a lunge. Spinning that right foot 45 degrees. Warrior one, inhale. Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, palms clasped together behind the back. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, humble warrior. Good, inhale, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, open up the arms wide as the hands meet the ground. Lowering that right knee into that low lunge. The heart can lift, you can back bend here, it's free, whatever you wish. One deep breath in. Exhale, hands meet the ground. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. In and out through that nose. When you're ready, walk, hop, or the feet, top of the mat. Inhale, chin up, flat back. Exhale, forehead meet cushion. Inhale, arms rise up wide, Surya Namaskar. Exhale, through Samastha. We go again, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Magasvanasana. Exhale, Adha Magasvanasana. Right leg floats on the inhale. Exhale, thigh to belly, knee to chest, plank. Inhale, right leg floats back and up. Exhale, right leg curls in. Inhale. Exhale, building strength in the upper and lower body. Inhale, hold. Exhale, open up that hip. Inhale, realign the hip, stretch the leg. Exhale, big step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open up those arms. Inhale, heart lifts, press the palms together. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale through warrior one. Exhale, hands lower. Inhale, lower that right knee. Whatever back bend feels good for you here from the lunge. Exhale, hands lower. Inhale through plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Magasvanasana. Exhale, Adha Magasvanasana. Right, left leg floats on the inhale. Exhale, big step through top of the mat. Sorry, the plank variation, thigh to belly, knee to chest. Inhale, float the leg back and up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, take that peak to the middle. Good, stretch the leg, realign the hips, one-legged down dog. Exhale, big step through, left foot top of the mat. Spinning that right foot 45, bit of a Vinyasa on one on the inhale. Hands clasped behind the back, exhale. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, bit of a Vinyasa one. Exhale, hands meet the ground. Lower the knee. Whatever variation of this low lunge feels good for you here on the inhale. Free movement. Exhale, hands meet the ground. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Lower the knees. Ripple through, child's pose. Take a moment. Listen to the heart beating. To the breath. The mind you've wandered off, just allow it to return to the here and now. When you're ready, coming into tabletop, downward facing dog. Right leg floats into the air when we inhale. Big step through. Right foot top of the mat. Spinning that left foot, bottom of the feet to get 90 degrees angle now from that right heel towards that left instep. We're going to cartwheel the arms all the way up and over as we come to standing, that gaze over that right shoulder, reaching that right hand all the way further out in front of you on the inhale. Thighs pulled up, feet grounded on the exhale, deeper Trikonasana. Triangle pose. We're going to start to bend into this right knee, adjusting the hands where you need to. We're going to wrap this this left arm around the back. Chin lifts, heart lifts. You can stay as you are if you wish. You can pick up the right hand, bring it through underneath that right thigh. You can take hold of the leggings, the wrists, the fingertips, whatever that right hand needs. Good. Slowly, we're going to release the hands, bring them down to the ground next to their right foot. We're going to swivel onto the ball of that left foot. Now from here, you might want to come onto the fingertips. We're going to start to stretch this right leg. We stay on the ball of that left foot. We're going to bring as much length into the spine as we can here. Head in line with the shoulders. If you wish, you can pick up this right hand, wrap it around the calf, and guide the forehead into the shin. Good. From here, if you lifted that right hand up, bring it down. We're going to spin the left foot 45 degrees. We're going to start to open up this right shoulder. You can begin by bringing the hand to the hip into Revolve triangle pose. You can go ahead straight away and extend the arm. Gaze can be up, it can be down, especially if you feel it's too much on the neck. Good. Now from here, slowly, carefully, we're going to start to bend into this right knee, swivel back into the ball of that left foot. You're going to have a little play. You're going to transfer the weight over onto the right leg. You're going to float the left foot into the air, Pavrita, Ardha Chandrasana. It's normal if you have a little wobble here. Good. Now slowly bring the hand down. Regain your balance. Once again, bend into that right knee and step back into a lunge. From here, high rise lunge, lift the torso, arms come in line with the ears. We bring the palms together. Hands through to heart center on the inhale. As we twist, bringing the left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Pavritranjani Asana. If you wish, you can go ahead and bring the arms into a cross. If you wish, you can wrap that right arm around the back. You can lift up the left hand, slide it through underneath the thigh. Just playing around. Vinyasa in play today. Just taking this opportunity to breathe into more challenging variations. You guys are all ready. When you're ready, releasing the hands. Good. We're going to float back into a one-legged plank on the inhale. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down, facing. Breathing. Left leg floats into the air on the inhale. Big step through on the exhale. Spinning. There. Left, right foot, 90 degrees. And coming all the way into standing. Arms into that cross, reaching that left hand forward. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. When you're ready, bending into the knee. Utthita Parsvakonasana, but we're going to bound it. We wrap that right arm around the back. We can take this left hand, we can bring it through underneath that left thigh. Maybe the hands meet, maybe not. Chin lifts, heart lifts. Good here. Control the hands meet the ground. We spill onto the ball of that right foot. We press the palm or the fingertips into the ground or a block and we begin to stretch that left leg. Bringing as much length into the spine as we can here. Spinning that left foot, right foot, sorry guys, 45 degrees. Pavita Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. Good, we're going to bend into that left knee, come onto the ball of that right foot. Pavita Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. Remember, we're just playing around, no force, be careful, be gentle. If you fall down, pick yourself back up, keep going. Again and again and again. Good, stepping there, foot back, the hand comes down for support. High rise lunge on the inhale, the palms meet over the head. And on that one breath, let's twist straight into it. Revolved lunge. The arms can come down, or the hand can come down as you bring the arms into a cross. You can wrap that left arm around the back. That right hand can slide through. Grab what you can. Good, hands meet the ground. Inhale with control through plank or one-legged plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, let's take a moment in child's pose. A moment to rest, to recover. Okay guys, we've still got a few minutes left. So when you're ready, making your way back into tabletop and into downward facing dog. Let's play. Right leg floats into the air on the inhale. On the exhale, let's twist. We're going to bring that right knee to the left elbow. Then we float the leg back and up on the inhale. On the exhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow, even maybe to the top of the arm as you bend the elbow, as you can stretch out the leg. Maybe you can even float the leg up into the air. Inhale, leg floats back. Exhale, big step through, foot top of the mat. Walking the hands in between the feet, Prasarita Padottanasana. Excuse me for my bottom in the camera. And slowly coming into standing. Hands meet the hips. We're going to bring the arms out into a cross. We're going to slide the left hand down the left leg, reaching that right arm all the way open. Good, arms come back into a cross. And palms behind you. If this doesn't happen for you, elbows meet. Our hands meet the elbows, turning out that right foot 45. So turning out the right foot, the left foot in at 45. We're going to fold once again. Parsvakonasana, our intense side stretch. Now we're going to bend into that right knee. We're going to come to the ball of that back foot. When you're ready, shift the weight over. and start to float that left leg into the air. Now from here you can hold it, but if you wish you begin to stretch that right leg, and you can release the hands. You just bring those arms into the side body. You can engage those palms, those fingertips. Good, and from here into tree pose, you can use the hands to help that foot along. Hand to standing. Standing tall with strength, with focus, with balance. Balance in body, clarity in mind. From here we're going to release this left leg, extend from the knee, stretch it out. Bend it in. Bend the right knee, big step back, high rise lunge. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, do the Vinyasa in two, make a fist. Inhale, take your bow. Exhale, make your shot. Inhale into reverse warrior, sliding that left hand down the left leg as you reach that right arm all the way up and over. Cartwheel on the hands all the way back down onto the ground. From here, right foot top of the mat, bending the knees, lifting the heels up, knees underneath those armpits if that feels good for you. Bakasana, crow pose. Down the feet, down in control. Stretch the legs, hands meet the opposite elbow. Hang out, ragdoll. Arms open up wide as we come to standing on the inhale. Arms meet over the head, so we on the scar. Exhale, hands meet the ground. Inhale, chin up, flat back. Exhale, walk, hop off, float the feet back, lower in, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down, facing dog. Right leg float, left leg floats into the air and inhale. And exhale, big step through. Foot top of the mat. Moving the hands between the feet, Pasarita Parakonasana. From here, you can open up the feet a little bit wider if that feels good for you. You can bring the crown of the head down onto the ground. And you can see if you can transfer the weight really over onto the forearms or onto the hands. And the heels might lift up off the ground just for a moment. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe the feet float into the air. Maybe you can come into a headstand, Shavasana, or a variation of that. With control, we lower the feet back down. And slowly, we come to standing. Arms into a cross. Right hand to hip, reaching that left arm up and over, side stretch. Arms back into a cross. Behind you, hands meet the elbow, the palms together, turning out. That left foot, right foot 45 degrees, inhale. Exhale, pause, Bakasana. This traditional Ashtanga Vinyasa variation. When you're ready, bending into the left knee, swiveling onto the ball of that right foot, transferring the weight over, floating that right leg into the air. You can hold it right here, or you can stretch that left leg, and you can fly. Tree pose. All of this strength coming from the core. Hands to heart center. Releasing the leg, stretch it out on the inhale. Bending both knees on the exhale. That right thigh really comes into the belly. We step back, high rise lunge. Inhale, arms rise up. On the exhale, we make a fist as we prepare to take our warrior pose. Inhale, you can bring in an intention for the day. Exhale, shoot that intention out. From here, reverse warrior on the inhale. Exhale, hands cartwheel down onto the ground. Big step forward as we get ready for Bakasana. If this is too much for you, you have the option always to just come down into Malasana. Yeah, so feel free. Do whatever's good for you. And once you've carefully, with control, lowered those feet down from Bakasana, you can just rock back. Soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Inhale. And I want you to try and keep that length in the spine as you release the chest down towards the ground. And you've gone as far as you can with that lengthened spine. Relax the head. Slowly coming up, bringing the knees in, walking the feet hip width apart, and rolling down through that spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. As we get ready for bridge pose is option one, chin into chest, hips rise. You have the options as those shoulder blades gently walk into knee. You can bring the palms to the lower back. Or, if you wish, Uttanasana. Palms press next to those ears. Elbows lift up. Feet stay hip width apart, knees stay hip width apart. To begin with, the crown of the head might just meet the ground. Or you feel like you can push that back body all the way up. Maybe you can have a play, picking up one hand, wrapping it around the ankle. So many variations here that you can play around with. Might want to float one leg into the air. Whatever you wish. When you're ready, you can slowly lower. Vertebrae by vertebrae, wherever you were. The spine back down onto the ground. We're going to walk the feet in to meet. And we're going to slowly lower those knees out to the side. And get ready to chill out, just changing the track. You can rest one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Feeling gravity take over. Feeling that back body melt. To sink. From here, when you're ready, the knees come in to meet. You're going to bring the arms out into the cross. Both knees over to one side. Doesn't matter which way. And the knees come up on the inhale. Over to the other side.
You witness it and love it. You love your dark thoughts.
bringing both knees up and sliding both legs all the way down to the ground. Taking a blanket or jumper, cushion, socks.
Remember, the
Into
witness is
Shavasana.
part of the soul, and the soul loves everything. Everything, not every being, but everything, loves the clouds, the trees, and the fish, the animals, and that love coalesces the universe. The oneness of the universe is love.
Slowly, when you're ready, you can make your way up into sitting. Maybe rolling over onto one side first. Maybe having a big stretch or a big yawn. In your own time. And when you get there, just ending as we began in Sukhasana if you wish, guiding those feet through into half our full lotus. And as we get ready to seal our practice this morning, the hands come in to meet that heart center. But today, I'm going to offer you an alternative mudra for the end of your practice today. It's Lakshmi Mudra. It's a mudra that I like to use a lot in my self-practice. And it's a symbol that it's a mudra. Mudras for me often really symbolise an energetic quality that has the ability to shift our vibrational frequency. It's a very yogi talk, I know, but it's true and it's really what happens. And this Lakshmi Mudra, this symbol of abundance, Lakshmi being the Hindu female deity that we can turn to when we feel we're not perhaps getting enough, or if we feel perhaps we're overreaching, like trying to grab something or take something. We can really just sit here and come into this mudra. As we close our eyes, we can just take a moment to reflect upon the fruits of all that we have right here and right now. And it's not so easy, especially so many of us are really facing obstacles due to the current climate. I refuse to say the C word right now, not the really, really bad C word, but the virus-related C word. So Lakshmi, it's so simple. Lakshmi Mudra, you can even say Om Lakshmi, Om Lakshmi, Om Lakshmi, Om, and it's just for a moment. You can just take this second to breathe in gratitude and reflect upon all that you have in your life right now that's good and that's great. That's what's in your life right now that's full of love, because there's so much power, as we all know, in love and forgiveness. Yeah, so I leave you with this today, with Lakshmi. Sometimes it's really beautiful, especially if you're by the sea. Yeah, you can even weave it into your Surya Namaskar sequence. You can take it up and you can bring the hands into this Lakshmi. It's like opening the hands up into a flower. Yeah. So let's join the hands to heart center and take that final deep breath in. And that long breath out. Om Lakshmi Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. As always, it was a pleasure to be with you, to flow with you, and to guide you. And it was so nice to see your faces as well. So I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to bid you good day. Namaste, and see you very soon.